This respiratory illness season, practice healthy habits to help protect you and the people in your life. Now's the time to
Okay, thanks for coming. Today's topic again is the live as the loving awareness. It's an intention or invitation to ourselves. Actually, we are the loving awareness that is alive. That is our true identity. The problem is, do you know or not? It's our inherent nature. No escape from our nature or identity. Yeah, it's most mysterious part of life too. Most other people don't understand this. We are the loving awareness that is alive. It's always on. It has never been off. It seems to be off because of the mind, unawakened mind. It's the region of suffering, also at the same time, a region of true happiness. We are always living as loving awareness. So funny. The loving awareness is expressed in so many forms, like you, like me, our family members, our parents, siblings, relatives, friends. The whole world is conscious, is the expression of loving awareness. It is always so. It was so millions years ago. It was so thousands years ago. It was so 100 decades ago. It was so 5 minutes ago. It is so now. Mind is the product of this awareness, but the mind doesn't know the awareness behind the mind. But once you know, you're awakened. So easy. Awakening only means you know you're the pure awareness or loving awareness behind the mind. Mind here means the logic, the reasoning, calculating, memorizing, planning, labeling, comparing mind, including our emotional expressions. Behind all this mind, there's pure awareness or loving awareness or pure consciousness, which is the foundation of the mind. Or in other words, mind is given birth by this field of awareness. Or in other words, mind is the function or application of this pure awareness. If you understand this and identify you are not the mind, you are the presence behind mind, then you are awakened. Very easy actually. But it takes years of meditation to realize this. Crazy. Maybe lives. I don't know. Depends on conditions. The ultimate reality is always perfect and complete. It's whole all the time. But an individual mind doesn't know this, doesn't know the wholeness of the reality. The individual mind always holds the sense of I, a separated I. Once you hold that you are separated from the other, there is one, there's I here and the other there, you suffer. You're in trouble. The original trouble, the original suffering starts from this separation, I and the other. The split between consciousness, the first split. And this first split gives rise to the complexity of the world. Something like yin and yang. We know the yin yang, black fish and white fish. So, the circle, there's S line here, there's white and black, right? That's the first split of the whole circle. In Chinese, we say Tai Chi. So Tai Chi Quan or Tai Chi boxing or, that thing. People do kind of slow movements of the body. That's the Tai Chi, right? The true meaning of Tai Chi is the wholeness of the reality before any split or division. Tai Chi gives birth to yin and yang, and yin and yang give birth to 5 elements. Fire on top, water on the bottom. From your view, left side is the wood, right side is the metal, and in the center is the wood, is the earth. Fire, water, wood, metal, earth. So if I can split from like a mirror, right? Or for me, from my perception, here is the wood, metal. Anyway, that's the 5 elements from the Taoism. Sometimes they put the 5 elements in a single circle, but I put the earth in the center. Different ways of arrangements. Tai Chi give birth to yin and yang. Yin and yang give birth to 5 elements. 5 elements give birth to 8 diagrams. Then there's 64 more detailed whole world. You are that thing. You are made of, if I use this theory of philosophy, it's not philosophy, it's the reality. But we use different symbols to describe it, right? Taoism describe it in this lineage, in this way. So all awakening, let's put awakening the spirituality into the Taoism is that you awaken to the source of everything. From the complexity of the life, you awaken, let's say, 5 elements. That's a quantum leap already. So I'm a practitioner of TCM, Chinese medicine. We use 5 elements to measure everything, including COVID-19, including any sickness. We can use the theory of 5 elements to measure which one is more dominant when you get sick. I mean, let's say when you got fever, the fire is dominant at the time of your sickness. So we use water to counteract the fever or the fire. Anyways, the whole 5 elements is coexisting, helping, reacting and counteracting. That's the basic principle of the 5 elements. That's already a quantum leap. But if you can simplify these 5 elements to yin and yang, that's a second quantum leap. Now, That's the duality way of looking at the whole world, reality, yin and yang. But it's already very simple now, but still not complete. We have to simplify this yin and yang, black and white, ladies and gentlemen, day and night, moon and sun, fire and water, all the dualistic way of looking in, like a sadness, happiness, mm, how to say, success, failure, unpleasant, pleasant, gain and loss. All this dualistic way to simplify again. That's quantum leap, third time. So, boom, you jump to this whole circle. That's called awakening. You awaken to oneness. You don't lose your differentiation, the power of differentiation. You didn't lose it. You don't lose it, but you back to this wholeness or oneness or non-dualistic way. Actually, this third quantum leap help you to define more, differentiate more, because now you jump to the totality. The wholeness means totality too, total, complete. Like you are the pure awareness right now. That is all including, inclusive. Yet you don't lose your power. That this is cell phone, this is a cup. I definitely know this. You can still, Jimmy, like you like music. You can still enjoy your music. I enjoy playing my guitar every day. I enjoy everything, but I don't lose the totality anymore because you had the third quantum leap of consciousness. It's crazy, We are the loving awareness. Always. We are always the loving awareness. We cannot escape from this. That's our inherent nature. But the awakened mind does not understand this. The awakened mind is a like divisional mind, right? It's a separate mind. There's I here, there's other there. So this awakened mind or separated mind is a region of suffering. Meaning, if you can unite this other and you as one, you jump to you back to your source, your awareness, which is one. The awareness never been not one. It's crazy. It's always one, but the awakened mind does not understand this. We are always so. The whole reality is a universal loving awareness. You as Jimmy, me as Don, or anyone I don't know your name or YouTubers in the future. Do you know this or not? If you identify you are the pure awareness that is all inclusive, you got it. You got it. You are it. You can get it because you are it. No effort at all. You don't need meditation to get it because you are it. You don't need yoga even. You're always a yogi. You are born as a yogi. But your awakened mind tell you, I have to learn some asana, some dhyana, some, It's good, but yeah, that's the most paradoxical part of awakening. We are it already. Yes, everyone was born a yogi. Yogi does not only mean that in the Himalaya mountains or temples or caves you just sit quietly doing nothing. It's one type of yogi for sure, but everyone was born a yogi. Yogi means you are the pure awareness that is all inclusive. There's no suppression. That's our born nature, birthright. But the mind, the unawakened mind, is also a separate mind, doesn't know this. To give you an example, like music, we have so many different types of music, right? Classic, jazz, blues. Each category has so many in division too, right? But all the music notes arrive from silence. You see, silence unifies everything. Every silence unifies every piece of note, music, sound, noise, you name it. Now you are that side, the field of silence. Understand this. That makes a difference, a huge difference. Now you are consciously identify you are the field in which all things arise, including music, including sound, noise, including any vibration, energy flow, your thoughts, your feelings, people, dogs, your family members, all arise from this field of pure singularity, let's call it singularity. From this singularity arises so infinite numbers of names and form. Singularity gives birth to complexity or diversity. Huge. So singularity is one, but this oneness gives birth to infinite numbers of different shapes, size, names, forms, objects, feelings, thoughts, emotions, you name it, thoughts. Wow, it's crazy. Once you can jump back or zoom out or step back into this totality, you're awakened. You're the most healthy, happy, wealthy person, let's say. But you don't identify you as person anymore because you know you are in this world, but you're not of this world. You see that relationship? We are still in the form of like Dong or Jimmy or Dazo. Thanks for coming. Any names, forms, 8 billion different names and forms, 8 billion different bodies and minds right now, let alone the infinite numbers of animals, pets, right? Insects, vertebrates, fish, birds, you name it. We are only talking about the sentient beings on planet Earth. If you calculating the lives on other galaxies, it's huge, infinite numbers. But once you understand this principle, universal number one, the principle number one, this principle applies to every other galaxies. Do you follow? That's called ultimate transcends space and time. transcend planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way, Andromeda, you name it, the ultimate transcend the whole cosmos. Your idea or your understanding of reality can penetrate every coordinates of space-time, but at the same time, you are free from any circumstances, situations, or coordinates of the space-time. Do you follow, my dear awareness? Okay, Jimmy has sharing God told my mom to tell me be a yogi, and later I told her, and she told God, and she did not know. She said that. Okay, and they did not know what yogi was. That's mom. Beautiful mom. Thanks for your sharing. And then Dazon said, I always try to be loving awareness, but when I realized one day that me trying to be loving awareness was within loving awareness, if that makes sense. Makes sense? So we are originally loving awareness, but we are training the conscious mind, the sixth mind, the logic, reasoning, calculating, memorizing, planning mind. Now we're using the sixth sense, our logical reasoning mind, to talk. So it's like you know you're the loving awareness that transcends the mind. But now we are using the conscious mind, the sixth sense, the logical mind, to rest in it. To really rest in this its own recognition. That takes a little while because we are always offline. We always think we are separate individual. We are other. There's I and there's someone other than me, right? So, but now you have this awakening moment. It takes a little while for the conscious mind, the sixth sense, to rest in it and fully absorbed in this realization. So don't try, sometimes try, when you offline, let's say you're offline, try to memorize, you are the loving awareness, but which we are already are. We are already the state of loving awareness. It's kind of remembering who we are, right? Try to memorize or remember who we are. Self-remembrance. I talk about this on the Remembrance Day. That's called Southern Enlightenment. You remember who we are, or you remember who you are. We are the pure awareness, loving awareness. But sometimes we are offline again. We forgot it, so we have to memorize again, remember again. So that's the Southern Enlightenment and gradual enlightenment. They should be combined. I talked about this before. Sudden enlightenment without gradual practice, it's hard to remove the obstacle, especially when you in the difficulties of life. If you're, that at that time we need gradual practice to memorize we are the presence after all this happening, even it's very unpleasant. But at the same time, a gradual practice like meditation, pray, or contemplation, or yoga, or any types of awakening or technique of awakening, if you never taste you are the pure or loving awareness already, you don't have this understanding, all your gradual practice make no sense, lose its foundation, because all you're trying to is to become it. You don't need to become it, you are it, and that takes no time. That realization takes no time. If you are something already, you don't need to become it, right? There's no distance between you and the loving awareness. There's no time gap between. You don't need time to become. You are already what you are already are. Make sense? This sudden enlightenment is primary than the gradual practice. Once you understand this and you really believe it, all your practice makes more and deeper sense. If I use the metaphor of waves and the ocean, sometimes we only remember we are the waves, we're the individuals. If you're a very influential person, you may have a big company, or you have a corporation more than 100 personnel. That's still very limited. You still identify yourself as a person. So, or I am a small wave, you're a huge wave, let's say this. You're so influencing, bring big waves in the cosmic ocean, yet it's just a wave. The whole awakening is to realize you are the whole ocean in action. Then you remember who you are. You are the whole ocean in action as a wave. Actually, if you can rest in this identification, you are the wave you are the ocean in action. So you even doesn't say you are wave. You're neither wave nor ocean. You are one. Even one is kind of loses ultimate meaning. I mean, voila, that's it. That's it. Suchness. You reach a state of suchness. Every moment is a suchness. Every place is a suchness. Tathātā. It's crazy. Nothing to say now, because every word is a division of the totality now. But if you know every word is a division of totality, then you can use that words or action. Do you follow? And you can act or express yourself when condition comes, when it needs you to express, to act, but now you're in a total realization of who you are, then your mission as a human being accomplished. You can't try to be or become what we are and have always been. Yes, effortlessly aware. Yes, that's a very strange, weird thing. The most weird thing, actually. There's no good to hear you are talking about this also in your old video. There is no Bodhi tree that is recently watched. Thank you. There's no Bodhi tree. Yes, the whole world is a Bodhi tree. Can you realize that? Or in other words, everything you can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, think is the greatest love. Is the love, is the expression of God. Now, there's no separation between you and God. Even I say, there's I realize God expression, there's a separation still. Words reach its limitation now. Every word is a division of oneness. So the best teaching is silence. Silence is the language of God. Because silence is all-inclusive. Was it Rumi who said, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop"? Yes, that's Rumi said. Very beautiful. Dazzle, thank you for your sharing. We are both. We are neither. Depends how you use your word or in which situation you are. Maybe we can. So Nagarjuna, the founder of Madhyamaka in Buddhism, he once said he used negation to describe this ultimate reality. The only way, the best way maybe, if something is everything and it's not a thing, the best way to describe that something includes everything yet itself is nothing is to negate. So Nagarjuna's negation, eight negations is, hopefully I can remember all it. We have to use the conscious mind too, right? So he said, it's not a thing. The reality, the ultimate reality is not a thing. Yet it's not a no thing. A little bit twisted here. So it's not a thing, it's not a nothing. It's neither a thing or nothing, nor nothing. It's neither both. So if it's not a thing, then it's maybe a nothing, right? No, he said, no, it's a nothing. It's a nothing at the same time. Maybe you might say, oh, maybe it's something between nothing and nothing. No, he said, no. It's crazy. Maybe you can Google it by yourself. Kind of mind twisting here. But I only want to help you to realize it. This ultimate reality is really undescribable, unspeakable, indescribable, and unspeakable. So weird, so weird. The moment you try to describe it, you may lose it. Now, modern science try to modeling it, try to model the reality, use quantum field or use quantum theory, you know. It's still a modeling. The ultimate reality cannot confine to any modeling or any model. Do you follow? The particle wave duality is a good modeling, but still the reality is beyond that model. But if you really realize it, you are the field in which all the particles or waves arise, then you are there. You are the realized theory. You are the theory in action. So theory is kind of too neutral code. So I put loving before the awareness. Love, it's in our domain of experience, right? If you fall in love with someone, that feeling is the best. I say it again and again. When we were teenagers, the first love, let's say the two teenagers love each other and the two sides of family support their love, and they're in the process of knowing each other deeper and deeper and deeper, everyone congratulate their relationship recognized by the common laws or social laws. So that's the authentic love. Imagine you fall in love with your first love and like this. That sweetness of feeling is in our human domain. Oh, it's really good. It's also love is associated with kindness, with understanding, with respect, with care, with connection, right? So love could be associated with all the beauties of life too. So you are the loving awareness manifested in this as a body, as a mind. So live as the loving awareness means you speak, you act, you think, you feel like a loving awareness. That's your expression. How do you express your love? We have to do something, to say something, right? Even just a kind look to a stranger. we need to express it. So that's why live as. Live means to express your love. Also, live means you can find or recognize love in everyday life. Every coffee I'm drinking right now is the love from Mother Nature, including humanity, the process of making coffee. Everything you can see now, my dear awareness, the table, the computer, the light, electricity, cell phone, bed, chair, floor, ceiling, all these are the love expressions of someone or some company, and ultimately is the expression of God. So live as means you have the ability to recognize the love expression outside of you, inside of you, everywhere. It's everywhere and everywhere. Now you're really living heaven because you recognize it, the love in everything, every object, items, things. Go to Costco, go to Walmart, go to Home Depot. Look at the items. How many items on the shelf? That's all the love expressions, trust me. Split a piece of wood. I am there. Lift up a stone. You will find me there. That's Jesus' teaching. Now you're consciously discovering love in every forms and names. You make yourself in heaven. You remember yourself is already in heaven. Takes no effort. We have just to shift our identity like a switch. It's crazy, I know. Everything you look at is a mind. I mean, especially it's a human-made stuff item. You go to Home Depot, every item, the power tools, hand tools, so many items, the kitchen, the bath, the lights. Oh my God. Let's say 10,000 different items in Home Depot. Everything is made of a mind. Try to help you to facilitate your project, your decoration, your festivals. Crazy. And if you go to a thrifty food or any food market, you look at the variety of the food, veggies, meat, fruits. Wow, that's all the love expression from Mother Nature. Now you're making love with everyone, everything. You are the love maker. You consciously creating love between anyone you encounter, anything you can see, hear, touch, smell, taste, touch, and you make love with every thought and feelings in your mind. Who are you now then? It's so hard to define you now. Love maker, yes. We have coffee maker. You're making love. You are mind. You are love. The field of love is boom. It's like a Big Bang. That's the moment of Big Bang, actually. Big Bang is not 13.8 billion years ago. No. If it did, it's a physical Big Bang. Now, you are conscious of Big Bang. All-inclusive, all-loving, all-embracing, all-caring, without any bias. You're a superstar that shines and radiates. warmth. Everyone you encounter, everything you can sense. Wow. You back to the home. You're the messenger of God. You're part of God. Don't say you're God. um, it's so much fun with you. Thank you. So much joy. Love maker. Yes. Why not? Right? Because what? Because we are so loved. We are so blessed. We are so cared. We are so embraced. We are so blessed. You don't know how much we are loved, how much we are blessed. Now you recognize this. Now it's your time to pay, pay back or return, to serve, love. The more you give, the more you receive. There's no limitation now. You enter the room of infinity. Saja, I reply to you, right? You enter a room of infinity, eternity, a room that has no boundary at all. No concept, no dogma can imprison you. No culture, even. No culture, no religion, no words, no science, no anything can confine you, can defy you, can, because now you're so pure. You're pure to the singularity. Yet you welcome every complexity or diversity of life, no matter in what name or what form. That's called awakening. The lack of stress, anxiety, depression, jealousy, anger, all the negativity, the lack of the negativities is the byproduct of awakening. Trust me. Once you shine, once you can download love from Mother Universe, from Heavenly Father, which is always behind you, around you, inside each cell of you, each organ, tissue, bone, blood, flesh, each hair of you. You're so loved, covered, secured by Heavenly Father, which is unmanifested. Once you notice this, what I can say, no word can describe it anymore. No word. I spent like 30 minutes to describe this, but still, it's just a teeny tiny part of that. 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 It's crazy. Where are you? Where are you now? Who are you now? It's so hard to define. Oh, I feel hot. I feel hot. Oh my God. Okay. I think that's all for today. Yeah. My dear loving awareness, remember who you are, enjoy who you are, rest in that recognition, and make love with everyone. It's great. Everything. Make love with the whole world because the whole world is your projection. You see, you are impressing yourself. I just maybe give one more minute. Is I used to grow apple tree, right? So in late September or early October, the apples on the apple tree becomes mature, reddish, yellowish, brownish. Then it's ready to drop to the ground, the earth. So the earth gives birth to the apple tree, and as a fruit, an apple in autumn falls back into the embrace of the earth, Mother Earth, or nature. You see, that's a return of the love. You are that conscious apple that consciously drop to the ground, embrace the Mother Earth or Mother Nature, because without birds, insects, sunlight, water, minerals, the whole Mother Nature give birth to you as this name and form. Now it's your turn. The autumn is coming. You become mature in terms of awakening. You awakened to your maturity to consciously fall back into your home, Mother Nature, to really embrace it. Do you follow? The Mother Nature, the God gives birth to you. Now you return to the God. You are one with God. You are one with Mother Universe. You are the most loving child, awakened child of God. You render the greatest service, which is transcend space and time, transcend humanity even. Now, shine and love. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for your love, for your understanding, for your energy and time into this self-discovery. One day, or maybe already, you will taste the fruition of awakening. Homegoing party. Yes, let's party. Let's rendezvous. Let's meet together. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bye now. Thanks. Thank you.